Y'all bringing some heat today? Look, 1 year ago I stood out here on these very steps with you to fight alongside of you and to fight against cuts to higher education. Well, I was proud to stand with you then, and I am proud to stand with you today. A few things have changed since last year, however. For starters, I'm now your governor. And that means that we can actually do something about it if we will fight together. We can stop these devastating cuts to higher education. But we have to be mindful. We have the largest budget deficit in our state's history. So we have to work together because I can't do this alone. But what you're doing here today, by standing up, by making sure that your voice is heard, is critical during this period. We are here in special session because I called the legislature here to fix this problem. And we're gonna fix this problem before we go home. So I can't thank you enough for your presence here today, and it couldn't come at a more critical time. Just yesterday, a credit rating agency actually put Louisiana's universities on a watch list for downgrade, citing the financial instability of public funding and the cuts that have been made over the last 8 years. And just 2 weeks ago, SACS expressed concern over accreditation of our higher education institutions for the very same reason. Yes, it's a sad fact that over the last 8 years, Louisiana has disinvested more in higher education than any other state in the nation. Over $700 million less we are investing in higher education this year than we did 8 years ago. But I want you to know something, because there are a lot of folks out there who will twist my words. I do not want to cut higher education. I know that we cannot continue with annual double-digit tuition increases. I do not want to end TOPS. I do not want for our universities and community and technical colleges to close. That is precisely why you are here today, and that is why the legislature is gathered in that building, because I called them here so that these things will not happen. So I am proposing new revenue and strategic cuts, a balanced approach, because I believe that's the best way forward. And there are some people who say that we cannot afford to invest in your future, that we cannot afford to invest in our future as a state. I say we cannot afford to not invest in your future. I can promise you this, as long as I'm governor, I will stand right beside you to make sure that we reinvest in your future, the future of our state. So I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you're doing. And I want to especially thank the Council of Student Body Presidents and the Board of Regents for organizing this rally. And finally, before you go home, make sure, not just on these steps, but make sure that your voices are heard by the legislature. You have somebody in that building who represents you. Make sure that he or she hears you loud and clear in the House and in the Senate, that we have got to invest in higher education. We've got to move our state forward, and we cannot afford devastating, catastrophic cuts. So God bless you. God bless the great state of Louisiana, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.